Hello, Nari McDiarmid with Aspermont, and I'm speaking with Nigar Sultana, Professor in ESG, Sustainability, Accounting and Governance with the Faculty of Business and Law at Curtin University. And Nigar, you were part of today's opening panel here at Future of Mining Perth 2024, looking at the demands the energy transition is placing on the global supply chain. So what are some of the challenges ahead?
As a country, Australia has committed to achieve net zero by 2050 with the interim target by 43% target by 2030. And, the clock is indeed ticking. So there is a huge sense of urgency in terms of rolling out our projects and creating the infrastructure technologies. But at the moment, if I have to touch on few challenges surrounding that, the geopolitical tension would be one of the key challenges, which imposes a huge security and vulnerability issue in terms of our energy access. Yeah, until the COVID-19 hit us in 2020, we only enjoyed the positive side of globalization and assumed that supply would always be there. It doesn't matter which country it's coming from. But COVID-19 actually taught us that how vulnerable our supply chain is. And the same principle you can apply for critical mineral supply chain. So another challenge would be the lack of diversification of the supply chain, which is extremely important. So the federal and state government have recognized this risk of lack of diversification and have come up with the critical mineral strategies for both state and federal government. And one of the challenge here is to actually attract investment, foreign investment, and the financing the critical mineral sector so that we can actually achieve our net zero by 2050.
Well, there's certainly a lot of challenges, as you've outlined, Nigar, but do you see any opportunities for Australia in the critical mineral space?
Australia actually has huge opportunity because over the years we have established ourselves as reliable and ethical exporter, and our ESG credentials are very well regarded outside Australia. So in terms of opportunities, the main opportunity I can see at this stage is international collaboration. Because when we are facing the challenge of climate change, not a single country can achieve it by itself. We need collaborations, but not just collaboration with any country or anybody, any organization. Okay. So the international partnership with like-minded countries who share the similar ESG values and practices will help us to achieve our net zero and decarbonization goals as sustainably as possible. And other opportunity we have is to collaborate with like-minded countries in terms of coming up with global standard in ESG space, and those standards which could be a benchmark for our transparency, our level of disclosures and accountability towards the community, towards the investor. And that standard not only would be applicable to Australia, but across the world could be applicable so that we can compare where we are in terms of our ESG standards and ESG credentials. And lastly, I want to touch on capacity building. So there is a huge opportunity in the international partnerships in terms of helping countries who are mineral rich, but they don't have resources, framework, or finances to actually extract, process, refine, or manufacture. So helping those countries, Australia has established itself as a reliable exporter, as a secure, safe, stable exporter. So we have a lot of credentials which we can pass and transfer to other countries who needs help and then build capacity there, because as I said, that no one country can achieve the decarbonization goals by itself. It has to be a teamwork. So if we help other country, we are at the end helping ourselves.
Well, I wish I'd been able to catch all of the panel this morning, and it's great to hear your insights on this. But before I let you go, Nigar, what's your take on Future of Mining here in Perth?
Yeah, I'm actually very fortunate to be here and very grateful to be invited as a panel member here. Now, thoroughly enjoyed all of the speech so far I have been to. The most important thing I have noticed is the multidisciplinary approach. because climate change and energy transition is a multidisciplinary topic. It's not only one discipline cannot solve all the problems. So having been to all this conversation and panels, it seems very clear. It's a very multidisciplinary event, collaborative and very engaged. So fantastic. Good on to Future of Mining hosting it this year, and very fortunate to have it in Perth.
Well, thanks so much for your time, Naga. Much appreciated.
Thank you.